My friends. And this evening, we're actually going to start two recipes, but I won't be able to finish either of them. One is, of course, peanut butter cookies. I did give you a hint that it's peanut butter cookie day, and so that means we should make peanut butter cookies. So we're going to do that. The second recipe I'm going to make is for our dinner tonight, and it is called, interestingly, chicken and peppers with balsamic vinegar. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I've got my chicken breast. You have to use peppers, and I know I have an orange pepper and some red pepper. Need a medium onion. It asks for garlic, but we're not using garlic because Alan and I don't eat garlic, not fresh garlic anyway. Some basil and some balsamic vinegar. So, and that we're going to do on the stove top. But I'm actually not going to prepare that straight away because tonight I'm going shopping with Violet to get some things ready for her for later in the week. So we are going to start with the peanut butter cookies. Now, I left the jam jar there because I think I forgot to do the drawer yesterday. Even though we talked about it and you reminded me about it, I still think I forgot to do it. So I've left it there so anybody who's joining us can add to it. So we're going to start by preparing the stuff for the peanut butter cookies. Now, it asked me to use an electric mixer, but as you know, I always like to try and use my Tupperware stuff to do it. And I was just talking to Violet's partner, and she was saying when she reads a recipe, she goes backwards because she looks at the oven time. And I said, well, when I read it, I usually just look at the ingredients and think, how am I going to put them together with Tupperware? So that is sort of what I did today. But I know that with this recipe, it asks you to leave it in the fridge for an hour. So that is why I won't be able to do it. Are you telling me that yes, Ingrid, I did forget to do the drawer yesterday? Because I think I forgot. But okay, so we're going to start this. And what do we have to do first of all? We have to add in 1 cup of crunchy peanut butter, right? So there goes my 1 cup of crunchy peanut butter, which now means I have to buy some more. We're now out of peanut butter. And 1 cup of butter. And it just so happens that I have this left out here. And I'm just going to, I'm going to cut it into pieces. And I will have to get some more butter because we've used a little bit of it in the last while. By the way, guys, we are so enjoying the rhubarb cake. It's absolutely delicious. And it's moist and soft, very, very nice. Thank you, Wendy. I thought I'd forgotten, and I realized as soon as I turned the live off, I said, oh goodness, I forgot again. Okay, I'm putting all this in. What I'm going to do, so there we go. That is all the butter and the peanut butter. Right, that's a lot. So let me just check I can still get my, yeah, it goes in okay. So I'm just going to put that to the side. You did your chicken in the breakfast maker for chicken salad. Yeah, and it worked, Ingrid. You were pretty excited, eh? Because once you have little tricks like that with your breakfast maker, wow, it's so easy. I did the same thing, Ingrid, with my 4 eggs the other day, made an egg salad so fast. And actually, I ended up using that egg salad to go with my potato salad. And so that was really good because I used it all up and we had a delicious potato salad. Okay, now as well as this, I have to put the white sugar and the brown sugar in here. You know what I'm going to do first? I think I'm going to mix my two butters together first. So I've got it on the easy mixing. Yes. Okay, I'm not sure. It says hi. Oh, is that you, Vi? Okay, Violet's watching me. So, Vi, you have to click the little link at the top of the where it's presenting, and it will let me see your name because at the moment I just see Facebook user. So, okay, that's good. So now I'm going to put in a cup of sugar and a cup of brown sugar. So we have to put all of that in here. So this little whipper mix is going to get a good workout, right? So I'm just going to go very slowly with it to start with, making sure that it, and see, and after not very long, it's mixing in the sugar and the brown sugar. Okay, so that's pretty good. And now I have to add in, it says 2 large eggs. I've only got little tiny eggs. So I'm actually going to put in 3 small eggs. They say they're medium, but they look really small to me. So we're going to put in 3 medium eggs in here. But I hope you're impressed at how well my little mixer was working there. Of course, the beauty of this mixer is you can take it anywhere, do anything with it. Okay, silly message from... Okay, so let's link it again and try mixing it now. And it's got the eggs in and the butter. Okay, so you can probably see around the edge, it looks like there's bits of butter and things like that. So what I want to do is I want to make sure everything is mixed in. It's looking pretty good for mixed in, but I'm just going to take a spatula and go around the edge and get everything off. So I'm just going to put the, because it usually it looks worse than it actually is, and so when I push on the side that seems to have all of the butter there, I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference, but just to make sure. Okay, it smells good, guys, because it's got all that peanut butter in. So put that on there, just do final mix of everything. Right, so I'm going to put that to the side, and now I have to do the baking powder, the flour, the baking soda, and the salt into, it says stir it into the butter mixture. I'm not going to be able to do that because this is too small. So what I need to do is transfer this into a big bowl. I'm going to use my big impressions bowl, and the first thing is to take your whip and mix and whip off everything that's on the little prongs there, so you don't waste it. So now I've got a really pretty pattern in my bowl. Let me put that over here. And we're going to take this mix now. Make sure we get the final bits of peanut butter and stuff mixed in and put that into here. Feeling this is going to make a lot of cookies. So I think I might be freezing some of these.
That works for me.
So I can see now I've put this in here. There are a couple of little dark areas where the peanut butter has not fully mixed in, but it's pretty easy to add that. And so there I have my nice creamy mix there on the bottom. And I need to add in 1.5 cups. No, I lied. 2.5 cups. So I've got 1 3/4 cup here. So I need to do 1 more 3/4 cup and 1 cup, and we'll have the right amount. So what I'm going to do is add in the 1 cup, the 3/4 cup, mix that in, and then add the next 3/4 cup. Because obviously it's going to get drier as it progresses. Okay, so that's that one. Let's put the next 3/4 cup in. And while I'm mixing this, I've got 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. So after this, the only thing that I'll have left to add in, because it says 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And actually, I do not, my salt completely ran out yesterday. Okay, so the dough is getting more like dough and less like a mix. So I know that when I add the last bit, and my hands are sticky, so I'm just going to wash them again, and then I'm going to have to use my hands, I think, to add in the rest. So this afternoon, Vi and Alan and Siobhan and I, we went over to the Eco Museum, which is a little like animal museum, all local to Quebec animals. And all of them that are there have arrived there because they've been rescued in some way. And so we've been there many, many times, but we went over there this afternoon and it was really a nice outing to go on. Okay, I just need to measure 1 cup of flour and then we'll start working that in. So there we go. That is the last. So I'm going to put a little bit in, see if I can work it with this. So if you were making cookies today, guys, I would love to know what would be your first cookies that you would make. And has anyone made peanut butter cookies before? I know that Vi's partner, Siobhan, has, because she was telling me she has a really, really simple recipe. This one's pretty simple too, but hers sounded even more simple. Okay, so what would be your favorite cookies to make? My favorite usually are Anzac cookies. I love making those. Okay, so I managed to work that half a cup in. So I'm not seeing any comments. Is that because you've all gone shy all of a sudden, or has something happened to the live? Oh, here we go, Wendy, oatmeal cookies. But you love peanut butter cookies too. Excellent. Thank you, Wendy. So we have one more half cup to work in here. You love peanut butter cookies. It was your mum's favorite. Excellent. Did you make them, Tammy, or did your mum make them? That's the thing. And if your mum made them, you need to make sure you find the recipes so that you can make them in the future. Okay. So we're getting, this is good. This is looking like a good dough now, right, guys? Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the last half cup oatmeal and raisin, peanut butter and chocolate chip. I'm with you as well, Ingrid. I love oatmeal and raisin cookies. Okay, there's the last bit of flour. And I'm just going to work that. It's actually quite a wet dough, but just working it in with my fingers here will ensure that it's all added. Yes, I know you would love some peanut and peanut cookie dough, wouldn't you, Kelly? Okay, so that is the dough. That's a lot of dough, guys. That is a lot of dough. That's going to make lots and lots of cookies. Okay, I'm just going to do my...
Everybody over here is like,
Okay, I sneaked a little piece of the raw dough. It's delicious. Hi, Sue. Good to see you. So I think these are going to be great. So now it tells me that I need to put the cookie dough in the fridge for 1 hour. And I'm guessing that's because it will then make it easier for me to make little balls to cook in the oven. Now we cook it at 375 degrees, and it says roll dough into 1-inch balls. So I guess I'm going to take them, make little balls, and place 2 inches apart onto a baking sheet, and then flatten it with a fork so that you make a nice pattern. So that's good. So we'll be able to do that later. And what I'm going to do with this now is put a lid on it and put it in the fridge for later.
it's two kind of patches and they have
So this large impressions bowl was a perfect size, to do this recipe. There we go. So I'm going to put that in the fridge now for 1 hour or longer, depending on how long we're out. And we'll be able to make the cookies later. Bye, love. Have fun. Oops. Move my fridge around a bit. Okay, that's in the fridge. So that's in the fridge. So now I'm going to prepare the stuff for my chicken and what did I tell you it was called? Chicken and peppers with balsamic vinegar. And how do we make this? Basically, I will end up cooking it over the stovetop. And what you do is you have your chicken ready prepared. So I've got my chicken here. So that's ready to go. I'll be cooking that. And I have to just season it with salt and pepper and cook it until it's golden brown. So that'll be 3 to 5 minutes. Then it goes into a bowl by itself. And then you put in your onion and your peppers. So what I'm going to do now is cut those up, ready to go in. I don't need to chop them. Okay, I'm just going to cut them up. So I've got almost a whole red pepper. So what is everybody cooking for dinner tonight? You think Alan like peanut butter? I think he does, absolutely. And I think he's looking forward to them being cooked, right? He's just left the house. He's gone out for his running evening. And it's always good when we have, I like having home-baked goods because otherwise Alan buys shop baked. He buys these cookies from the Metro, oatmeal and raisin cookies. They're nice big cookies, but they're so expensive. But if I don't have anything at home, he'll buy them. So this is good to have some stuff at home. He's, as you know, he has quite a sweet tooth. Oh, you know who's visiting me now, don't you? Who smelt the peppers? We have a certain Killian who loves peppers. Would you like some, Killy? Oh, I don't like the look of the inside of this. I'm going to have to cut some of this out, guys. Yes, just wait a minute, baby. I'm very impatient. So the pepper has gone a little bit bad at the bottom, but it's nothing that I can't cope with. I'm going to take that strip off. I'm going to cut the nice end off. That's okay. There you go. And it tells me to cut my red pepper, and it actually says yellow pepper as well, but I only have red and orange today. And it says to cut it into thin slices. So that's what I'm doing here. So is there any vegetable? Is there any vegetable that he doesn't like? No, I would say there is probably no vegetable that Killian doesn't like. But of course, there are vegetables that we don't give him. So this lunchtime, I made cheese on toast with tomatoes on the top. And so Killian had a feast of tomatoes at lunchtime. But yeah, he likes any sort of vegetables. So Sue, while you're on, I'm going to tell you that on Wednesday morning, Sue, you can just come straight in to the house. It'll be empty probably, apart from Killian. Although my cleaner's going to come on Wednesday morning as well. But you guys have met each other. So I will make sure to leave you a list of things to do. And Wendy, we're going to have a new challenge for you to track for us. So I'm going to send you some details about that as well. And that's for the whole organization. Hey, mister, you're being a bit naughty. So we have a new challenge coming. Okay, let me give Monsieur. Okay, now this pepper, I'm actually going to cut the whole of the bottom out because it does not look good. But I can use the rest of the top, I think. How annoying is that, guys? It's like it's got a sort of fungus or something on the inside, but it's only got a couple of areas. So you can cut the areas out, but you don't want to eat those areas. Okay, so yes, as far as I know, she will be as well. I don't know whether her daughter's had her baby yet. I'm assuming that she hasn't because I haven't heard anything, but you know, that it could be Wednesday as well. Like, we're going to see how that all goes. Okay, so I'm basically lining up the the peppers. I don't think there's any any need for you to watch me doing all the peppers. But what I'm going to tell you now is the rest of the recipe. So after you've cooked your chicken, then you cook in the same oil the peppers and the onion, and you stir them till they're tender. And then you stir in 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar and basil. The basil is a tablespoon of dried basil. And then you put the chicken back into the skillet, reduce the heat to low, cover and simmer. So where does the liquid come from? Because there's not a lot of liquid. Okay, there's 1/4 cup of olive oil at the beginning. So that's basically it. So you basically cook your chicken, then your veggies, then you add the balsamic vinegar, and then, oh, you use 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. So you use 1/4 cup, you use 2 tablespoons when you do after you've done the veggies, and then you put in the remainder. So yeah, so it should be good. I'm going to cook it. I'll show you, I'll take some photographs en route and to show you how it works out. But I'm not going to keep you on any longer because you do not need to see me cut up onions or peppers. But just to give you an idea of what we're eating tonight. And of course, we'll take pictures when I'm making the cookies and cooking the cookies. So that's it. Now, today we have to remember to do the draw. We have to remember to do the draw because I forgot yesterday. So we'll put the pot over here and we're going to pick a winner. So the winner today is Tammy. So Tammy is the winner, and Tammy wins today a Modular Mate number 2 for $5. Okay, so a Modular Mate number 2 for $5. So Tammy, if you decide you want to claim that, you can claim it. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. Okay, you do. Okay, excellent. So that's it for me tonight, folks. I wish you all a really great evening. We've got lots going on here, and that's great. I love that. And I will be talking to you on and off over the next few days. So have a great evening, everybody. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.